Hey, what's up everyone? This is Giorgio, your friendly neighborhood YouTuber slash podcaster or wrestling review pay-per-view person or whatever it is. I'm back with another pay-per-view review for you all, and it's for Mission Pro Wrestling Tournament Out of Hell. And this show was live on pay-per-view on the Title Match Network. And wow, this was a highly anticipated tournament. Have some of the best women's wrestlers on the independent circuit today, and there is something I would like to note before I get started, is some of the women weren't able to be at this show, like Alex Gracia and Red Velvet. At least those the two that I off the top of my head that weren't able to be at the show for whatever reason. It would have been nice to see what they would have did in the tournament, but there's gonna be other opportunities for those women, and Mission Pro Wrestling is it's a great platform for these new or faces to wrestling that we have never seen before. And I actually had some technical difficulties. I actually ended up subscribing for the wrong version of the title match wrestling network or whatever, so I couldn't even watch this show until late at night, which is all good, but shout out to Title Match Network for helping me sort out that issue, and now I'm able to watch the show. And the thing is, when I finally was able to watch the show, Genocide match was on, and I didn't want to miss her match because she's like my favorite female women's wrestler. But nonetheless, I will be getting to that match in a little bit, but I need to start from the beginning because hey, you gotta be professional, right? But anyways, so the show started off with they had a rundown of the contestants for the tournament, and so the way this tournament will work is they're gonna go to whoever the two women are that win in the semifinals, they will face off against each other at the Mission Pro Wrestling December 11th pay-per-view, and that's gonna be really interesting. And so as you can see on the screen right here, I have the names of some of the rest of the women that are on the show, so if you want to know what they look like, they'll be right there. And also let me know what you think of the new little graphics that I got, for the I wanted to be a little bit different this time. I definitely wanted to just keep this straightforward because I want you all to go on the Title Match Network when you finish hearing this review and check this show out for yourself, because you definitely don't want to miss what goes down on this show. But anyway, nonetheless, we got the match number 1, and it's featuring Maddie War Dunsky. I hope I said her name right, forgive me if I didn't. And she's gonna be facing up against Jenna Lynn. And interesting to note, Maddie, she is the first ever women's PPW champion, so that's pretty cool, especially for that independent wrestling promotion. And this match had a lot of nice back and forth action. Maddie, she calls herself the fourth Kardashian, and then of course Jenna Lynn, she has like this she has this like really cool like martial arts kind of background going on, and she's really fun to watch. The fans love her, but I feel like Maddie, she got the upper hand. Now, Jenna Lynn, she definitely gave it her all. She had a lot of heart. She showed, her martial arts moves, but Maddie was able to overcome it and win with the reality check axe kick. It's kind of like the move that Booker T would do, but it's like a different version of it. And so I like that one. That was a good little way to start off the show. And then of course match number 2 was Rachel Rose, and she faced off against Vanity, and this was Vanity's Mission Pro Wrestling debut. and she's wrestled all over the world on the independent circuit. And Rachel Rose, she is the Reality of Wrestling Women's Vixen champion, and she's the Inspire Tag Team champion. And to note, the Reality Wrestling, that's Booker T's wrestling school / promotion, and he's been training a lot of great up and coming talent that we've all seen. And so Rachel Rose, she's definitely really good. She has the talent. She's a great heel, because that was the role that she was in this particular matchup. Vanity, she's really quick and fast, for someone who's a little bit bigger than Rachel Rose. She had the size advantage in this match, but Vanity could work. She's fast and she hits hard too, so she has a lot of, she's well rounded. She's not just one of the big type wrestlers. She's not just the regular powerhouse wrestler. She could throw a drop kick too. So I really like what she had to show, but of course, Rachel Rose, she couldn't handle it, so she had to try to use her title belt, but she tried to use her title belt to hit Vanity with it, but the ref saw it. But of course, after that, while the ref took the belt away, Rachel Rose raked Vanity in the eyes, and then she hit her with this jumping front kick, and that allowed her to get the win for that match. So yeah, I really like Rachel Rose. She's really cool. She's definitely got something there, and there's a reason why she's a champion in Reality of Wrestling. So anyways, let's get into the third match, shall we? And now for this match right here, we have Rosa Negra, and I hope that I said that right. She's a strong favorite to win this particular matchup, or to win this tournament. And she has a lot of spunk, a lot of fire to her. She's very devastating in that ring for sure. And and I also like the scenery. This is held at like the pinball kingdom, and they had like a carnival going on in the background, which I thought that was really, really cool. And so it really made for a nice little atmosphere for the show. And I really love the commentators, Holly, Dan, and Brittany. They're really great. They have great chemistry when they're calling these matches too. So it's really, really interesting, just seeing how they put all this together. And of course, Thunder Rosa, she's like the owner. She's been doing an excellent job putting these events together. And of course, Larosa's opponent is going to be Heidi Holwitzer. And, Heidi definitely has more size on her compared to Larosa. So Heidi's going to definitely have a power advantage. So you can already tell, based off that information alone, this is definitely going to be a hard-hitting matchup for sure. They're definitely going to feel this one in the morning. I can definitely, tell you that. And Larosa, she was definitely the confident one in this match. She was the heel. She used pretty much every kind of dirty tactic. She was mocking Heidi throughout the match. And then Heidi definitely took some punishment and strikes in this match. But Heidi was able to make a comeback with the Northern Lights suplex, which was really impressive. But yeah, it still wasn't enough, as Larosa was quickly able to break her down, and with some stretching submission holds, and then eventually she got Heidi to tap out. And so Larosa definitely went on, and to me, honestly, she seems like a huge favorite to win this tournament. But again, there's a common theme with this show and with Mission Pro Wrestling, and that is anything can happen, anyone can win. And so from there we go on to match number 4, which is Vert Vixen versus Lacy Ryan. And you know, Lacy, she is an 8-year veteran, and Vert Vixen showed amazing strength too, and they definitely tested, you know, how tough each other was in this match for sure. And the thing, and some cool facts though, you know, Vert Vixen was trained by, you know, WWE, you know, legendary female wrestler Jazz. So that's really cool. And then Lacy, you know, she's a very well-rounded pro wrestler as well. She's very strong and powerful, but she can do high-flying moves. She can do whatever. She can do anything in that ring. She can quickly adjust to her opponent, you know. And then, you know, cause, you know, Vixen, you know, she was able to slow down some of the momentum that Lacy was getting early on in this match with her devastating power moves and stuff and strength, you know. And, you know, Vixen, she was able to, you know, work her leg in the submission hole, and she was able to keep her on the mat during like the early stages of the match. You know, Lacy's leg really took, you know, some damage in this match, and she was able to make a comeback with some hard-hitting kicks of her own. But the thing is, I don't know how smart that was, considering the damage that she was taking to her legs by, you know, Vert Vixen. And of course, you know, Vixen was able to take her down to the mat with a leaping knee strike. And then after that, you know, Vixen tried to go for a Sister Abigail type move on Lacy, which that really kind of caught me by surprise. That was funny. But of course, Lacy was able to counter with this flipping go to sleep knee strike move, and she was able to get the win. And I was like, man, there's no way Vert Vixen was getting up after that one. And I really like her. I think Vert Vixen has something, but you know, Lacy, she was able to tough it out. And then so far, you know, your winners in this tournament at this point of the show is Maddie, Rachel Rose, Rosa Negra, and Lacy Ryan. And then after that, you know, they had went to, like, you know, I guess an intermission where they was showing you some highlights from their last, you know, Mission Pro Wrestling show, which was Hell Hath No Fear, which I did review on this channel. If you all want to go back and listen to that, you know, and hear my thoughts on that show, because it was a really fun show to, you know, watch and review. And so, of course, you know, from there we went to match number 5, which is, you know, a non-tournament singles match, and it was Thunder Rosa versus Rayland. And Rayland, you know, she's very well traveled. She's worked in Japan, she's worked all over the world, and we already know just how great and tough and resilient Thunder Rosa is. We've been seeing how great she's been on AEW recently, and putting on some of the best matches we've seen as far as women is concerned, you know, in AEW, you know. And I would definitely love to see Donna Rosa more in AEW whenever she's not doing anything with Mission Pro Wrestling, because she's just a world quality class, you know, talent. And yes, I totally just put those words together. But nonetheless, this match was super fun to watch. You know, Thunder Rosa versus Rayland. You know, if you love technical wrestling with great storytelling, this match is for you. You know, these ladies threw everything at each other, and honestly, I felt like either one could have won this match. You know, they beat the hell out of each other, and you know, they traded elbow and knee strikes while running into each other at the ring ropes. You know, like, that was a really cool spot. I really enjoyed that. You know, they fought outside the ring, just, you know, really just tearing into each other, you know what I'm saying? And the thing is this, I don't even want to spoil the rest of this match, because I really want you all to, you know, really go back and watch it, you know, and just see it for yourself on the Title Match Network. You know, it's $9.99 for a subscription, but if you're a first time, you know, subscriber, you get the first 2 weeks for free, so you can try out the service and you can see if that's what you want. And honestly, I don't mind paying $10 for this. I don't mind paying $10 for this show, because hell, we paying $50 or more, you know, for other pay-per-views, and I feel like these women work their ass off, and paying $10 should be nothing, you know what I'm saying? I will gladly do it, but, you know, but it's really nice of the Title Match Network to let people try out their service and be able to watch a pay-per-view basically for free, you know. And I did pay for this particular one, you know, at first, but then I had issues, and then they pretty much let me, you know, watch this show for free once we got the issue resolved. So I am forever grateful to the Title Match Network. They really good people. But nonetheless, I really enjoyed that Thunder Rosa versus Rayland match. That one's definitely probably one of the top favorites of this whole card. However, you know, I try to be biased and fair, but this match right here, which is Woad versus Genocide, which is another non-tournament singles match, which honestly, that surprised me, because I was thinking maybe this should have been a part of the tournament. I would have loved to see Jenna in this tournament. I mean, again, I don't know what the plans are with her schedule and all of that, but I think if Jenna was in this tournament, she would win, you know. And Woad, she is something else. She is the real deal. She's powerful, you know. And for those of you who are probably wondering what her name is, you know, you're really gonna laugh at this. So Woad's wrestling name stands for a weapon of ass destruction. Yes, you heard that correctly. I'm going to say it again. Woad's wrestling name stands for Weapon of Ass Destruction. So you can kind of guess why. You can kind of guess what's going to happen with that, right? So basically, she uses her large butt as a weapon in her matches against her opponents. She uses her thick thighs, I guess, to crush her opponents, you know. And you definitely going to see her utilize that a lot in this match, because one word that comes to mind when I was watching this match, well, hell, two words: power and destruction. You know, this match isn't meant to be one of those technical classic type matches. This match is just something fun for fans to enjoy. You know, it's nothing to think too serious into. It's something to just enjoy. You know, you're basically seeing two monsters tear each other apart. This match right here can be a huge lineup on any wrestling pay-per-view for sure. And you know, this is one of the only times that I've seen Jenna face a woman just as big as her. Although Jenna is way taller, you know, than Woad. At least that's how it appeared to me on, you know, watching this. But, you know, Woad, she really tried to match Genocide in power in this match, you know. But you know, Jenna has athleticism too, which that is where she kind of caught, you know, Woad off guard, because Genocide did this really dope leaping jump move over one of Woad's best attacks, and I thought that was just so impressive. I've been seeing, you know, like I said in the previous you know, pay-per-view review, I've been seeing, you know, Jenna's, you know, MMA workout skills. She's a beast in the gym, you know. She can do it all. So don't let she's not just a power type wrestler. She's got good skills all around. And then, so, you know, and a really crazy spot during this match was Woad did the boonside drop, which, you know, the move that Yokozuna used to do on his opponents when he got ready to finish him. He'll drag him to the corner and he'll jump on the middle. I think he'll jump on that middle rope and he'll do the boonside drop. Well, Woad, she did a variation of that, but on the ring apron. So she did the boonside drop on Genocide on the ring apron, and I know that one probably took the wind out of, you know, Genocide. And of course, she was able to get her back into the, you know, Genocide was able to get back in the ring, but of course, you know, Woad continued her, you know, super powerful assault on her by sitting on her again and knocking her to the ground and stuff. And it was just like, man, you know, and they did this cool double crossbody spot after they exchanged a couple of strikes and chops. And I'm telling you, you know, Genocide, she hits like a machine. She hits like a doggone semi truck when she was chopping Woad. Her chops kind of remind me of not Ward, but Walter. If you all seen Walter when he chops his opponents, it sounds like a gunshot going off. That's how Genocide chops are. I would not want to be hit by those things. You know what I'm saying? And one of the really cool things I loved about the finish to this match really brought a smile to my face, because Genocide used the Tombstone Power Driver to defeat Woad. Like, that was some amazing power to just pick her up like that and slam her down, you know, with that tombstone. And of course, you know, it is November and this is the 30th anniversary of the Undertaker's wrestling career. And if you all seen the news, he's supposed to have a farewell thing at the Survivor Series. So I thought that was a cool nod, if that was Jenna's intention to use the Undertaker's move as like a sign of respect, and I really like that. And if you're gonna use the tombstone, you gotta win with it, and she must knew when she used that was gonna be the end, and it was. I really enjoyed that match. I'm really proud of Jenna and everything that she's been able to accomplish, and I'm glad more people are starting to see what I see, and that is she is a world-class talent that should be signed. She should be on AEW, because I really think AEW could use a talent of her caliber. But anyways, now that we've talked about that cool aspect of this show, of course we're gonna go into like the semi-finals, and the winners of these two matches will go on to the finals at the Mission Pro Wrestling Run It Back pay-per-view on December 11th. But before we get to those matches, they had a really amazing announcement, and that was Thunder Rosa and Jazz. They came to the ring and they made the announcement that they're going to be running a women's wrestling school together called the Dog Pound Dojo, with Rodney Mack and I really like that, because now the women can have a legit place where they can learn from the best and learn this business and become really great at it. You know what I'm saying? And I think that is just super cool. And it only just gets better from there, because now the women can learn the right way, and we can start having even more better women's wrestlers now, and it can be for women who are still new to the business. They can come there and learn from legends, learn from people like those women, who know what they're doing. And I'm really happy for them, and this is only gonna be more good things to come from Mission Pro Wrestling, because now we're gonna see a lot of future stars being made, and that's really amazing to me. So that made me smile. And of course, now we got to go to match number 7, which is Rosa Negra versus Maddie, and this was the semifinals. And these two really tore it up in this match. Rosa used a lot of dirty tactics, man. She really pulled out every heel move she could think of. She even tried to choke Maddie with her own hair, and that was something else. And of course, Maddie, she was able to get some good moves in and stuff, but Larosa was able to win this match with an assist from this other wrestler that I never seen before, and her name was Jasmine Allure. And Jasmine and Laura, I guess she has some kind of beef or something with Maddie from this other promotion that they worked at, because she used Maddie's PPW belt to attack her, and that was the only way Larosa was gonna be able to win. And so yeah, man, that was something else. That was something else. I didn't expect Larosa to win in that way. I did expect her to go far in this tournament though. But nonetheless, yeah, that was the outcome of that match. And of course, now we in the main event, match number 8. And then honestly, this show went by pretty quickly. It went by very smoothly. It didn't really drain you like a lot of these other wrestling pay-per-views that I be watching. It'd be like 3-4 hours and you just feel drained and tired. This pay-per-view, you didn't feel that way. When this was over, you felt energized, you felt hyped, you felt like tweeting about it. And most times when I'm done, you know, watching a pay-per-view or something, I'll be so tired that I don't even have enough energy to work on a review until like the morning time sometimes, you know. So I like these 2-hour pay-per-views because they're easy to digest and they leave you wanting more. And that's what wrestling is at its core, is you should be, it should leave you wanting more. It should not leave you tired, you know. And you know, so this main event was Rachel Rose versus Lacy Ryan. And of course, you know, Rose started off this match playing dirty, but Lacy was not having it. Lacy knocked her ass to the ground. And then, of course, you know, Lacy, she tried to, you know, she tried to use some good, you know, technical wrestling to work Rachel's arm and, you know, try to, you know, get the upper hand early on. But of course, you know, Rachel being as sneaky and as clever as she is with her wrestling IQ, she was able to power out of that and find a way to work on Lacy's leg again, because honestly that was the smart strategy. Because if it was me, I'll be trying to work on Lacy's leg too. I'll be trying to make sure that she can't use it, and it definitely played, you know, to her advantage. At least that's what we thought. But of course, Rachel Rose, she got a little too confident because of this, started arguing with the ref, and that is what gave Lacy Ryan the opening she needed to win this match by hitting that devastating GTS knee strike move. And we already know from what we've seen early on in this show that once she hits that move, you ain't getting up out of that, and no one shouldn't kick out of that. So I like that. And so, you know, Lacy Ryan versus Rosa Negra, that's gonna be a really good matchup. It's gonna be fun. Expect some great storytelling from that match. Expect some good action, and you know, I can't wait to see what goes down on that one. I'm hoping I'll be able to review that show. The equipment I'm using now is, you know, kind of on this last leg, but you know, I'm able to find some ways to get things done, because you know, I use like a bunch of different devices to edit these videos that I make, but I wanted to at least make sure I did this one for you all, and it was a blast to do it, and I really enjoyed the show. I have nothing bad to say about it. It was great. It's what women's wrestling should be, and it shows you that women's wrestling can be very marketable, and it can be really fun to watch if done right. And Mission Pro Wrestling is doing women's wrestling just right, and I definitely recommend you all go out of your way to watch this, you know, show. Watch Hell Have No Fear before you watch this, so you can kind of be a little familiar with some of the talent. And again, we didn't see certain talents, I guess, you know, due to what's going on in the world or personal stuff. It doesn't matter, because I'm sure we'll see some of those talent that didn't make this card. I'm sure we'll see them at future Mission Pro Wrestling shows for sure. And they also have where you can order custom matches and stuff on there, so definitely check out missionprowrestling.com for all the cool details about that. Thank you all for listening as much as or as long as you did. I appreciate you all so much on this channel, you know, because you watching, you clicking on the video, you staying to watch for a long or lengthy time, it helps push the content to YouTube, so that they will want to push it to other people. That's the only way, you know, small channels like mine's grow, is with your help, you know. And I'll never be getting that big head or, you know, thinking I'm better than anyone or anything, because I know that I wouldn't be where I am now if it wasn't for those of you who do tune in. But anyways, you all be safe out there. Look out for each other. Be kind. Have a blessed day. And thank you for tuning in to Beyond Wrestling. And I'll catch you all next time, whenever that may be. Anyways, peace out.